Hello, it's Susan with another book review for you. Today we're going to talk about Don't Look for Me by Wendy Walker. This book was so exciting. It was a thriller. It was so suspenseful. I just couldn't stop reading this. I wanted to see what happened at the end. So this book is about Molly Clark. She has had a really tragic loss and that her daughter has passed away. And so her and her whole family are trying to recover from that. And her son is at a boarding school about 4 hours away, and every week she goes to her son's football games. The rest of her family thinks this is kind of ridiculous because it's so far away, but she really wants to be there for her son because she wants to be there for him like she wasn't there for her daughter, because there's something tragic about the way her daughter passed away. One day, as she's coming home from seeing her son at the football game, she realizes the weather has gotten really bad, so she turns on the radio and realizes a hurricane is on the way. And she's almost out of gas. So she feels super stressed about this. So she decides she needs to stop and get some gas. Well, she stops at a gas station and it's closed because of the storm. So she decides she's going to have to start walking and try to find someone's house because she just doesn't want to be caught out in this hurricane. So she's walking along the road and a nice gentleman with a little girl stops and says, "Do you need help?" And she looks at the little girl and she feels instantly like, oh, this little girl reminds me of my daughter who passed away. So she instantly feels at ease with them. So she gets in the truck and he starts to drive her to town. Well, very quickly she starts having feelings that something is wrong because he suddenly locks the door to the truck and she can't get out. So she starts feeling nervous. So then the book switches to her daughter Nicole's perspective. So her daughter Nicole is her older daughter, and she has a lot of bad feelings about the way her younger sister died. So their whole family's kind of a mess. But when it switches to Nicole's perspective, we find out that Molly has been missing. She has disappeared on the road and no one knows where she is. So basically this book goes back and forth from Molly's perspective to Nicole's perspective. You find out a lot about their family dynamics. It's a lot about grief and loss. And it's super, super suspenseful. You really don't know what's going to happen. And I just couldn't put this one down. It was so creepy in spots, but it also was a really moving book. And it made me think a lot, which some thrillers don't really do that. Sometimes you just read them and enjoy them. But this one made me think about a lot of things too. So it had a lot of depth and heart to it, which I really enjoyed. So I don't really want to say more because you know I don't like to spoil books. But I definitely suggest you check this out. Let's look at the cover for a minute. Look how pretty that is. You can see the rain coming down if you just move it like this, so that's pretty cool. I just love designs like that when you can tell people put a lot of thought into it and actually read the book. So I love that cover design. But again, it's Don't Look for Me by Wendy Walker. We will have it here on our special shelf of the Carnegie for you, so check that out. Also go on our Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook pages if you want to see more book reviews. We have a ton of them. If you haven't had a chance to watch them, go and watch them. We will always have these books on our special shelf. If they are in, they're going in and out pretty fast, so if you want to read this one, come in quickly. But I hope you enjoy these book reviews. If you have any books that you're interested in that you want me to do reviews on, feel free to send them in, and I'll either read them, or if I've read them, I'll do a review on them. I usually only do positive book reviews, so if you don't see the book you suggested, that might mean I didn't like it. But I really hope you're enjoying these book reviews. I'm really enjoying making them. So have a great day and join me again soon.